Hello everyone. Back with one of the most important tutorial, that is the third tutorial of this series about the OUTR placement website. Uh, so today what we are going to see is one of the most important part for everyone, for the students as well as the coordinators. So here today we'll be seeing student login. You'll be able to see this if your profile has been verified by your coordinator, your placement coordinator. If it has not been verified, it will be showing as to be verified or pending for verification. But if you have still not done the first time login and you want to know about how to doing it properly so that it gets accepted at the first time itself, I'll be attaching that video here. You can just click on the I button to see it. But now we are talking about post verification. So I'll be showing you all the features that you get as a student on this website when you log in after post verification. These features are only given to students after they are verified. So use your resetted password, which you have already resetted, not your registration number. If you have not resetted, you can watch the video which I had put it in the I button. Click login. Now you can see that you're no more seeing that registration is pending. Rather, it's showing that registration status verified. So now your details have been verified. But mark, if you had put any wrong details or not submitted any proper documents, then here it would be showing rejected, but you can again click on resubmit button, which would be showing, and you can resubmit. You can just have to change the particular part which is wrong based on the remarks given by the coordinator, and then you can just resubmit again for the re-verification. Here, as you can see, this is the student profile, and this is very important. Mark my next sentence, which I say, your verified student profile is what it will be submitted for the opportunities and applying for internship. So let's check this profile page very carefully. First, as you see, you can see your student profile photo. Next, you can see different, like, your details, education, your previous education, and you can view the documents here which you have uploaded, and your academic and your additional details, and your portfolio. Portfolio is one of the new features and also one of the most important features. We'll be talking about it later. So for now, for example, you all got your fourth semester, or for example, your sixth semester results. So how do you add it to this? You just have to click on edit profile, and then you can see, like, you can update your personal details here. You can update about your education here. You can update about your academic. For example, you want to add more semester results or the grade sheet, and you want to add something in the additional about your details or even the portfolio. And then finally, after you have done every update you want, you can just submit it for the edits, and it will again go for edit verification. Now it won't be verified for your registration because it is already verified. Only the data which you have changed will be verified. So this is all about the edit verification part. So this will be much required when you transition from one semester to another semester. Now let's talk about the portfolio part. So portfolio includes resumes, internships, off-campus placements, PPOs, higher education, and competitions. So this is where you can submit your data to the placement cell and reflect it in the reports. And resume part goes further than this. When you add your resume here, I'll be showing it later how you, when you apply to opportunities, you can directly give it, submit it. So when you upload your resume, you can upload up to 4 to 5 resumes. For example, one for core, one for non-core, one for AIML roles, one for front-end roles, like that. And then while applying for jobs or the internships, you can choose which of resume fits the best. And then the internship. If you have done an internship right now, you can just add the company name, the location, the job role title, start and end date, tech stack, if you received the PPO or not, what is the stipend, and you just have to add a proof document, that is the certificate of it. So without it, it can't be verified. And all these, what you submit in your portfolio, it directly won't reflect on your profile until unless it's again verified by the coordinator. Similarly, if you received an off-campus placement, congratulations. Yeah, just add it here so that it reflects in the placement reports, and you get the deserved, recognition which you deserve. Next is the PPOs. If you have received a PPO, just add it here. Again, you have to upload the proof document. If you have received some higher education opportunities, add it here. Really great. This also boosts your profile on this website. If you have won a competition, congratulations again. Just add it here and you can just request for verification. Next is the remarks tab. So the remarks tab is literally the communication between you and the coordinator. For example, I recently got my profile register verified, the date, and verified by which coordinator, and I can see the details related to if there is any additional details. So everything you do, that is your registration verification, your edit verification, you apply to any opportunity, you apply to any internship, everything which you do will be shown here as remarks, which is given back from the coordinator. You have an excellent feature here that is raising an issue. So if I click on raising an issue, you have to give the description of the issue. For example, I think that the coordinator which has done something, for example, take this, it was rejected, and I know that he has done some mistake and I'm right. So what I can do is I can just raise an issue against him that he has not done the right thing and I'm right and I know it, and I can just raise issue again. So when you raise the issue, you have to describe it properly. And once you raise it, it will be here. So your issues will be here. So what if your question will be now that what if it again goes to the same coordinator and he just doesn't do anything and he doesn't solve my issue and he just maybe falsely marks it that completed. So you again have the option to escalate it. By escalation, I mean the level 2 issues which goes directly to the placement officer or the sir. So directly he can view if your issue is not resolved by the coordinator. And also there will be a chat interface. And let me just show it to you. The interface. For example, I'll raise the issue testing for video. I raised an issue. See, you can see there is an issue testing for video. You click on it. If it's marked, really great. If it's if it's not resolved and you want to type some additional message, hi, please resolve, and you send it. Here you can literally chat with the coordinator about it, and next like this sir, if you escalate the issue. For example, now I'll just mark it as resolved, so the issue is closed now. Next, the opportunities page, and the really most important page. For now, there is no publicly opportunity available to students, but soon it will be there. There are different types of opportunities: placement opportunities, internships, workshops, and competitions. You can see if they're active and expire. A very important thing to note here, that I repeat, it's very, very important and very crucial, that eligibility check is based on your current profile data. If your information needs updating, please visit the Profile tab, edit it, send for verification. Once it's edit verified, then that data will be used for your eligibility check here. Until unless it's edit verified by the coordinator, the old data will be used for your eligibility check. So this is very important. Your eligibility check will be based on your CGPA or 10th, 12th marks, which has been set by the recruiter or your branch, all these things. This is what decides that you're eligible to apply into or not. Then this is the apply internship. This is the page which will be used from the next time, mostly the winter internships when you go. So you have to enter the organization name, which semester you are in during while going applying for the internship, point of contact, like where the letter which is sent by the dean will be pointed to. the HRN reference number. If you have someone known there, great. Just get their phone number and email here, or your hoster, the start date and the end date of your internship. Then you can just generate the preview. I'll just give you a test example. Test semester 5, let me be 6. Point of contact John. Address 123. I'm not a hostler. But if you are, you'll have to choose and you'll have to submit some extra documents. For example, you'll have to get permission from obviously your uh, hostel. The calculated duration, okay, fine, just let's make it a month. Yeah. So when you generate the preview, okay, the internship dates must be like obviously for my batch, the internship dates need to be which is has been set by the uh, TPC. So it has to be in that, like based on the academic calendar of it, obviously. So I can't like go ahead of it. Uh, yeah. So so as I said that this feature will be available for your winter internships. So yeah, I'll just tell it right now. When you generate the preview here, you can see the preview of the document, which includes your profile page or your resume page, which previously you had to build yourself and then submit. And there will be also the document and there will be also the document which will like the letter which will be sent to the company which where or the organization where you're applying. Calendar, very basic. For example, I have just put a test here. So see, you can see the pre-placement talk date, the campus visit date. You can see it here in your on your calendar so that like you don't miss anything. And no events on this date because there's the date to be decided. But if it's already decided, it will show here on the calendar. Then again, the notices, the whatever notices will be there for you, it will be shown here. And if there are like notices, it will be visible here also. Past campuses, very good for like getting insights about how you should prepare. This is based on like how previous year like people got placements and what skills they had, which branch they belonged to. These are your queries. You can just send a subject and a query message to get a answer from the coordinators. This is not same as the issues. It's just a query, like which will be marked resolved or not. For your information, it's important that notices and announcements are different. Announcements are public announcements which are meant for everyone. Notices here are for students. So if a notice is meant for you, it won't be there in the announcements. So don't like think that it will be there. But obviously, when the app is released on Play Store, you'll be getting notifications for all these things so that you don't miss it. I think I have covered everything here. If there is any new feature coming out, I'll be surely covering it in a single video next time. So if you have any doubts, if you have any questions about these, just make sure to comment it down there. I hope I explained it really good and really quick. Thank you so much.